The reason is because I have a problem with Calvinism. Now, the doctrines of grace are unfair, let's be honest. They paint God as a sovereign being who arbitrarily chooses who he will love and who he will hate. This God is arrogant, he's selfish, he's jealous, he's angry, he's vengeful, he's even hateful. And this being, although he makes commands of us, doesn't live his life by those same commands. He can do whatever it is that pleases him because there's no one greater who holds him accountable.
Alright, now we're going to deal with John 20:28. My explanation is that Thomas knew that the Father abides in Jesus. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and we will be satisfied. Jesus said to him, I have been with you all this time, Philip, and yet you still do not know me? What is Jesus doing talking like he is the Father? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. What is Jesus talking at the same time like he is not the Father, and yet that he is the Father? Now, did Thomas call the flesh and blood human being his God? No. No, the flesh and blood was not God. The Lord of me is Jesus. And the God of me is the Father inside Jesus.
I want to introduce some of you to the Father for the first time. So a lot of you do not know the Most High, Elohim, the Most High, God, Yah, Jehovah, or Yahweh. Paul gives a good description of the Most High, the Father, and the God of Jesus Christ. God, the one who gives us life and breath in all things, the one that created all things, ordained a man in Acts 17:31. He ordained a man and then raised that man from the dead. And he's going to judge the earth through that man. And he had assured us that through that man's judgment it will be done by the resurrection of that man from the dead. And that's Jesus Christ. For those of you who say that Jesus is the Father, Jesus is the God, Jesus is the Creator, I can't even begin to tell you how wrong you are. This assumption that this belief that you have, this Trinity, this deity of Christ, that Jesus is the God of the Old Testament, that Jesus is the Creator, that Jesus is the Logos, yes, it goes all the way back to the 4th and 3rd century. It goes all the way back to the Romans. Yes, it does. But that's when the church fell away from the truth. That's when they went to apostasy. That's when the devil took over the church.
Hello friends, my name is Jordan, and I'm a heretic. I reject the orthodox view that Jesus Christ is God Himself. I was raised as a Trinitarian in a Trinitarian church. I was raised Baptist. My grandfather, who I'm very close to, is a retired Baptist minister. He believes in the Trinity with all of his heart. It's sort of my family religion. Pretty much everyone in the family believes this, believes that Jesus is God and that He's part of a Trinity, and this triune God is the one true God. It's a big problem to me that Jesus never claimed to be God, and I believe with all of my heart that if I worship Jesus Christ as God Himself, that is idolatry. And if I worship a triune God that is not clearly spelled out in Scripture, that is idolatry. If I worship Jesus as the Creator of the universe, that is idolatry. And if anything, I would like for you to at least open your eyes and realize what you are stuck in. Jesus Christ never claimed to be God. Never in the Greek text do we read ego eimi hatheos. Some would argue that this would support a patripassianist Christology, and that's why he could never say it. Okay, theos ego eimi. Theos being thrown forward, meaning he's the same nature as God. He never says this either. This should be a problem. It was a problem to me, and it should be a problem to you.